It's Nick Shell, the internet receding hairline guy, and we're back for part 2 of this interview with the wife of Nick Shell. So this is my wife again, Jill. I welcome you back. It's been about 10 seconds since the last video.
That's right.
I didn't want that video to be too long, so it's more fun if we have it in 2 parts. So we're going to look at the second half of the list that you, the subscribers or faithful viewers, have sent me. So this second part of these questions is actually kind of fun. Here it is. It says, how do you feel about being married to the famous internet receding hairline man?
I just think it's funny because I don't think your hair is receding that much for you to be the expert on receding hairline. So
yeah,
I guess it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, and I think that's part of the fun of these videos that we're doing right now is because, what was I going to say? Oh, like, I think it's kind of a surprise to them that I was married and have kids. Like, I don't...
Because your hair's that bad?
Well, no! The reason for it is because, like, for the first several videos, I never talked about that I had a family. So I think they just assumed that, like, I didn't have a life outside of making these videos. But, like, that I'm married, I have 2 kids, I have a house, I live in a suburban neighborhood, like, all of that stuff. That's my normal life, you know, and this video thing is just the thing on the side that I do during my breaks at work. But yeah, so I guess it's just funny because it's like, this is an extension of my life that you don't really see, you hear about.
Yeah.
But these next questions I think will be fun too because they're related to that. The next question is, does your wife watch your receding hairline videos? And if so, what does she think about the advice you offer to young balding men?
I personally don't watch them because I don't have trouble with receding hair yet. But I think it's cool that there's a following of people that are interested enough to watch videos about it. And I hear about, you know, the stuff that you talk about. So
I mean, it's funny.
I think it's cool. I mean, that there's people who are interested, and that's kind of a different audience, and but you're still helping people. I mean, get confidence. Confidence is what it's all about. Yeah,
which is a common theme.
Whether you have hair or not.
See, seriously, like when they hear you say that, they're gonna think that you watch my videos because, like, you're saying exactly what I say all the time, and then people will question it and say, "Oh, but really, secretly, females they really want you to have hair." And I'm like, nope, it's basically about your confidence, your ability to have ambitions for your life, your education, your ability to make money and provide and be supportive. Those are the things that attract women.
Be a good man for for your wife.
Yeah.
Be a good husband.
Yeah. So thank you, but I mean you're backing me up from what I say. And ultimately I probably get all this information from you to begin with, is what's funny about it.
I think a lot of times you do.
Yeah. Let's see, the next question was, what's your favorite video? But you've never really watched one of my hair videos, have you?
Not one of your hair videos.
And I think another thing, what do you think about these videos? I mean, you've seen me when I really started doing this back in May of last year is when I did my first hair video, but I was doing all other kinds of videos. I was focusing more on other stuff. It turns out people weren't watching that stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff that I put more time and talents in, people didn't watch. And then I just stumbled into this hair stuff and people cared about it. So therefore, I mean, and now as of the time of this video, I have 490 subscribers, and I'm very grateful for that. I'd never expected to have this many subscribers over making hair videos. So I'm grateful for that, and I want all of you guys watching to know that. All right, next question says, does the subject of baldness or receding hairlines come up when you speak with your female friends? So when you're
honestly, never.
Never.
Never. Never.
And
I mean, we're like 35.
Yeah, we're both 35.
People start losing hair and balding, but no, nobody ever comments on that. Mean, it's more about like just the day-to-day stuff, and you know, it's never about hair. Or even, you know, I know a lot of people are self-conscious about their weight, but it never, like, that doesn't even come up. So hair would be even farther down the list of things that would come up.
Like, for example, I mean, obviously a lot of your friends are our age and they're married too, but you know some girls at work that are not married.
Yeah.
So I think So have they ever brought up a guy that they were interested in or whatever, but then like, oh, but he's losing his hair? Has that ever happened?
No.
And she said never, right?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Never.
All right. Next. What are your thoughts on hair loss treatments? I think we've sort of already covered that because we said personally, what if I wanted that? And you gave me support if I really wanted it, but you knew that ultimately I wouldn't. But I think they're asking this more to the individual.
It's fine if that's what's going to make you feel good about yourself, and you know, if as long as it's safe and you have the money to do it.
But let's psychologically dissect what
I don't think you need to do it.
Yeah, but see, and I think the truth was in the answer you just gave. You said, the first thing you said, if it makes you happy, if it makes you feel good about yourself and give confidence. So she said, yes, do it if that's what gives you confidence. But ultimately, that's the underlying thing that I talk about in my videos all the time and that we've already said. It comes down to you having confidence in yourself. So imagine if you can allow yourself to have confidence without having to go to that extreme, by having either the right hairstyle that downplays it or shaving your head, whatever makes you could save a lot of money and effort and possible side effects if you can just get to that confidence level. So that's the overall theme of all my videos. Again, we didn't practice this. I didn't let her know a clue what we're going to be talking about because even I haven't really even read these before we did it. That actually answers all the questions that you'd sent to me. Now, you know me. I am a libertarian and a capitalist, so that means if this video does well, and I can talk my wife into doing this again, there will be more videos based on you sending more comments. But if I only get a few views on it, then it's not worth my time. But if it ends up being one of my higher view videos, we'll definitely do this again. Because I think this is very helpful. This is very important for me. It makes me feel good that I know that I'm giving good advice out on this because here my beautiful wife is backing me up on all of this. And remember, I met her through my charm, my words, my humor, my weird stories. That's what ultimately how I got my wife. I mean, it's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You weren't judging me on my looks, even though I was judging you on your looks. So it's kind of a double standard that I've talked about before. But any last words before we...
Just thinking about the Naked Korea story.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I've never talked to them about that.
Yeah, you might want to save that for another day.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we were only friends at the time, but we would meet at Starbucks, and I told her this story about how when I was in Korea teaching English, I went to this, I forget the official name of it, but there's like this overnight Korean spa, like, and it's all men, and like it's like the typical Roman bathhouse from like no one wears clothes, and it's all men, and I was the only like American there. Everyone else was Korean. We'll probably save that for another video because that's easily like 8 minutes long. But I told her that story. But hey, it didn't run her off. Instead, it somehow intrigued her, maybe, or made me seem interesting.
Or maybe when you mentioned John Mayer, I stuck around.
Yeah, because that was a thing.
That was our mutual.
Yeah, we love John Mayer, and our first unofficial date was to a John Mayer concert. I tricked her by I had 2 tickets, and I asked her to go, but we were just friends at that time because I had built up our relationship on friendship. I knew that she was very special, and I didn't want to just ask her out on a date and risk losing her over one date maybe not going well. So I made sure we were friends first. Then I took her to a John Mayer concert because we both love John Mayer. And
you packed a picnic dinner with my favorite stuff.
Yeah, Twizzlers.
Mm-hmm. Turkey sandwich.
And then at the end, of course, that was back before we were vegetarian and so forth. But, and then at the end of the date, I told her, hey, Valentine's Day is just a week away. I'd love to take you out for Valentine's Day. And I think things have never been the same since that moment in time. Mm-hmm. And somehow my hair never was a part of any of that story.
No, which is really wild when you look back at the pictures of when we first met.
She doesn't like my hair when it was long.
No.
So despite my hair, that's the opposite. So it's not about my lack of hair at the time. It was despite me having too much hair and her not liking that style. There's some irony for you. All right. If you make this video popular, we'll do this again. This was fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So we'll do it again if you make the video popular. If not, this will be the last time it ever happens. So it's up to you, free market. Thanks for supporting Nick Shell, the internet receding hairline guy, and my lovely wife, Jill.